Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Teresa, and today we are going to play with the new Tim Holtz products. I'm so excited. So I'm going to start with the wallpaper and set these aside. So I'm going to play with it with a tag. And I don't think I need this right away. So let's pick some of this out. Ooh, ripped right over there. Alright, so, woo, I love these little bits. They're so cute. Alright, so I'm going to pick out two different wallpaper patterns. And you'll see why. I saw this, an idea of something completely different of what I'm making when he was showing all his new stuff, and it just was like, oh, I could totally do that. So I think we're gonna use this, and let's do, yeah, let's do that one. Okay. Gosh, so much. Alright, let me set these aside as I drop a lot of it. It's been a while since I've done this. Sorry, I have been pretty sick lately. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one, and I'm only going to put it like right to here. So what I'm going to do is glue a little bit of the portion I want. Well, actually, I'm going to do a little bit more than that. Okay, I'm going to flip this over to make sure I want that right there. I'm going to draw a line over here. That way I can just cut this part. And since this is the back, you're not really going to see it. So we're just going to cut this part. And I'll trim it again once it's on here. And we're going to glue like this little portion to where that line is. So I'm going to glue all that to where that line is, and then glue the rest of this. So I haven't used this for a while, so let's see. I know I'm going to have to poke it, but so one of the things I love about this barrier glue is, so I have not touched this since Sunday. Okay, this is Wednesday. I haven't used it since Sunday. I didn't put a thing in there to stop it, and it's a little clogged, but not a whole lot. So what I do is make sure I have a needle for the size, and this is a little too big. Okay, I need a smaller size needle. There we go. So then all I do is stick this in there, unclog it for a bit, and it starts working just fine. But I'm going to, which I really love that it does that. Okay, now I'm going to add some to this bottom and a little bit further up. There we go. And all right, I love the feel of this. This feels really good. Okay, so there we go. And now I'm going to just trim this off. And I just can't get rid of this. We will use this another way. It's too cute to get rid of. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is, yeah, that's, I should have put more down. Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to flip this around and we are going to, I really hope this turns out. Mark right here, and right here so we can cut it. And I am not a good cut, so I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's do this way first. And then, sorry, not in frame there. Right there. Okay, and now, I like. So what I'm going to do is glue just to this part and all of this and stick this down. And yes, there'll be an overlap, but that's what I want. So let's see. Okay, maybe it gets clogged a little bit more. All right, so we're going to, this wallpaper is beautiful, attach this down here. And you can do this with any wallpaper. It doesn't have to be the Tim Holtz, okay? I just wanted to play with the new one. I was like, I have it. I want to play with it. All right, so now I'm going to just trim this part. Excuse me. Okay, so you see we have a little flap here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of tear and just rip this a tad in different angles. So now what I'm going to do is take the end of a brush and I'm going to just curl this to go this way. And then we're going to take this and curl it down just a tad, not all the way as far as that, and we're going to curl this one a little bit. further. And I think what I'm going to do is, and that goes down a little further. So we have so what I'm going to do now is glue a little bit of this. Actually, that can go down further. Sweet. We're just going to make that go down further while it's ripped. And I think we're going to rip this one further down. And those can just stay up like that. Okay, so we're going to glue the bottom of this. So parts will stay a little bit better. And then the effect I was trying to get with this is ripping wallpaper. So you have, you know, like in the older houses, you have wallpaper. They used to put wallpaper upon wallpaper and wallpaper. And this is kind of that effect I was going for. So what I'm going to do is ink this up to give it a little bit more of a distressed look. Especially like this part where things are ripped and I'm not being gentle. I'm going in pretty rough and vulgarous, you know, because why not? And let's get that up and get that. There we go. So next what I'm going to do is actually put a line of glue right here up at this top and roll it over just a tad and hold that down. I don't want this part to be here we're gonna there we go. It won't stay. I'm going to have to use different glue. Okay, let's use this. This is just a fabric all-purpose glue. I don't remember the name of it, sorry. Alright. So I'm going to hold that down for a bit, and then I think I might just let that flat on. I'm going to glue that down right there. Let's get this, see if this will help it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this. And because it's going further down, I glued it a little bit further up, and here, we're going to just hold that down. We're going to do the same with each of these little corners. So I wanted this to go a little bit more towards the side. When I would do this as a kid and take off wallpaper when I was younger from our kitchen, Remember, it always ripped weirdly. Alright. There we go. And that one a little further down. Okay, now let's decorate this part. I think we might use one of these. I'm loving how that turned out. And let's see about using one of these small pieces. That's an idea. Now there's so many of these. Maybe a butterfly. That might be fun. Okay. Okay, so I think, well, we're going to put a little bit of this, so at least I want to, but now I'm starting to think differently. Okay, so I'm just going to lightly go over this a little just to grunge it a tad to match the rest. Alright. Okay, so this is Tim Holtz wallpaper, the new one, and these are, no, what are these called? These are his stencil cards, which are meant to be cut and used differently, which I think is kind of cool. So, yeah, I think I might put the butterfly on there, just because I have so many memories with butterflies with my mom. Alright, I like that, and I want a little music paper, so let me see if I can find some. Oh, look. Perfect. I don't need big piece. Okay, now I'm going to color this a little. Okay, so I got some watercolors and water brushes right here. And I think I want some light pinks. Oh, I think get some water onto there. No, I'm not using that. Okay. So I'm putting this on here so I can kind of test my, yeah, that will work. I want to test and look at what the color is going to be. I don't want a whole lot of color on this, but I do want some. So we're gonna just give it a little bit of color. And let's see if I like I2. We're going to go with that. Alright. So what I'm going to do is glue this paper first. Let's see about that. Kind of near the bottom. Oops, wrong way. Alright. Now we're going to add this. And so I want to put a little puffy on there because this is a little bit more raised. A little bit of foam. And cut it into tiny pieces. So I'm going to put a foam dot up here. This is close enough to the height of this, but with foam dots they're a little squishy, so I'm okay. And put one right there. Yep. Okay, now I'm just going to glue the rest. Right there. Okay, now I think all it needs is a word. Let's put one of these on here. Go, that would be perfect. So I'm going to take this and we are going to put hello friend. And wow, that is really sticky. I think, yep, right there. That works. Whew. Okay. So here is this. Let me see if I can get better lighting. I didn't even realize I didn't have good lighting. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I will try to be starting Sewing Tuesday soon. Thank you for following me, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.